welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, and we're back again for round 2 of this Nexus event. Austin at the camera, really looking forward to it. Spencer dominated me in the last one. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that matchup. It was great for me to play it, honestly. But Spencer dominating, going to take the 1 seat, and he's going to be at the table still at table 1. He's going to be playing up against a new deck, though. One of the decks that used to be what they considered to be the top of the meta, Master Yi. I'm sure you saw it on the thumbnail. It's a fantastic deck. This deck does something that you kind of would see if you saw the certain deck list with the what's her name, Misfortune deck, similar, but it does it a little bit better, and it does it better, and I'll show you how. This one's unfortunately not massively played yet because there was such a limited run of those little battlefields that had this one locked in it along with Annie. So there's very few people that actually have this. Not to mention it's really hard to build this deck. You know, some of the cards in it extremely difficult to pull. But now that we're starting to get the rerun set, we're starting to get these access to these cards. It's going to be more and more relevant that you're going to see this deck see some play, because it is very effective at what it does, and what it does is drop big boys. Let's get into it. Starting off with Wuju Bladesman, Master Yi. Really cool card that says, while a friendly unit defends alone, it gets a +2. You'd think this thing is like a mid-range deck. You'd think, wait a minute, does it play little characters so you can kind of give that cheeky little +2 to the bonus? No, it's a big boy player. It plays the big beefy boys. Likes to control the game, tries to slow your opponent down, stop any explosive plays, kind of like manage the board state, keep the tempo in its favor until it can eventually get to its key card, and then just start dominating with creature after creature that are just absolutely unbeatable in most showdowns. Starting off with the 6 and 6, as you'll normally see in this current meta, as we're splitting up the good cards. Charm, beautiful green card, move an enemy unit. Doesn't matter where, just move it. Does cost 1 to return to the deck, but super strong, still very, very strong. Being able to move it, I play this in Ari, and it's one of my absolute favorite spells to play. Then we have Defy. There's the counter spells. This is one of the ones we play 3 at because there are a lot of early game cheap spells you want to counter. Maybe if you're going up against the Annie build that we're talking about, stop the wind. Make sure you have one up to, or bluff it if you can, to make sure that they can't get that wind combo off on you. So it's a key card against a lot of these different combos you're seeing people play today, and you're gonna want to have an answer to it. This is one of the best answers in the game. Can get the tempo in your favor, can stop them from getting massive points, stop them from explosive plays, and maybe prevent them from destroying anything that might disrupt your way of play. Then we have Sabotage. This is your simple discard effect. It only targets spells. If you're a Magic fan, it's like Dispel. If you're really don't have anything else to really relate it to, there's not a whole lot of things that allow you to look at your opponent's hand and discard spells, but can't take units, but can take spells and can recycle it, basically put it in the bottom of the deck with it. So it allows you to get full knowledge of what your opponent's playing and gets rid of one of the key cards out of their hand. So it's a 1-for-1. Will cost you a rune, but definitely worth it. Another good counter card against this Annie deck was going to be the Rune Prison. Love this. Stuns a unit. I've won a couple of games with this with Ari. I love this card. Stunning the unit basically prevents it from being able to do damage during a showdown. If it survives and you can't do enough damage to it, it'll just push it back. But that's essentially enough to stop a turn. I've been able to win games just by holding because they came in with this massive unit. And I was like, nope, stun, push it back. You can't do this anymore. It's going to return rested, and I don't have to worry about the threat no more. Discipline, staple in most green decks, mostly because it's very cheap at 2, buffs by 2, and you get a draw card, so it recycles itself. There's a lot of battle spaces where you target one of your units, it gets you get a draw card, so sometimes you get to combo that to draw 2 with this. Very good card, love Discipline, played in most green decks. Challenge, another orange staple, very good card, does require you to return a rune for 2. But choose a friendly unit with an enemy unit and deal damage equal to their mights to each other. So you avoiding them to having buffs and avoiding them to have to deal with the showdowns and avoid having to deal with a lot of complications. You can take your big beefy unit and punch out one of the cards that you might have issues with at the battle space to knock it out and then freely tackle. This can help you avoid any traps that they might have. Also might just allow you to have a more favorable trade option, especially if you're trying to take out their big unit that you slightly beat, but you can't beat all the little winnies that are holding the base. Then you, after you play this card, come in and to the base and just knock it out, and you clean board, clean house. 2 card special right there. Take one of the big units and just clean house with this. But great way to deal with the battle space if you're worried about them holding, especially in the late game. Sometimes when you can only move one unit and conquer one and you can't stop them from holding it, well, guess what? You can kill the unit in response for a simple 2, and make sure that you keep that battle space free so they don't get the whole point for victory. End game could be in your favor. Channel 1 Rune Exhausted. If you can't, draw a card. That's just a great... I love this ability because sometimes you just have too much runes. You already tapped out, so it's just a nice little cycle to draw a card otherwise. But this is part of the theme of the deck. If I was to call this in Magic cards, this would be a blue-green deck because it has the counter spells for the blue and it has the ramp for the green. And on top of that, the beefy cards that we're going to get into in just a minute. Find Your Center as another draw card and channel a Rune Exhausted. So a nice simple play. If you can do it a lot cheaper if your opponent score with 3 points or more, then you can do this for 2 costs less. So it'd just be 1 cost for a draw card and a rune ramp out there. The next best counter spell, but this one only at 1 because it does cost quite a bit. You do have to return 2 runes with this, but it counters any spell. Extremely important. The other one had limitations to the cost. This one can stop your time warps, the Cathian Rains. There's so many things that this thing can stop. It doesn't stop the reduction or the cost of the card. So if they have to return too many runes, you can blow out some massive games by just being able to counterspell it. It's a very good card. Something you probably should put 2 in against certain decks, and I'm sure it is in the side deck. But this card absolutely effective and efficient, and even possibly stopping the anti-combo that we might get into in just a minute. Catalyst of Eons, channel 2 runes exhausted. If you couldn't, channel 2 runes, draw a card. So it is a 4 for a draw 1, but at least it has that ability so that it's not just a dead card. And channeling 2 runes, extremely effective. Starting off with our first big beefy monster, Tasty Fey Folk. This one with the accelerate ability and on death kill channels 2 runes and it draws you a card. So a nice little replacement effect, but you got a nice little hasty 6 coming in. So not the most powerful of accelerate cards, but still very good. And it's nice that the death kill does help you do what the deck wants to do, which is kind of ramp out. And before I get into a lot of these big beefy creatures, let's just talk about what's bringing it out on what we're doing with all this ramp. This is the key card of this deck. You're going to see the same thing, and it's so good. It was the same thing in the Misfortune deck. You get a Dazzling Aurora. It's a gear, sits out all the time. If you don't have an answer to it, tough luck, because you're going to have to deal with this card. At the end of your turn, reveal cards from the top of your main deck until you reveal a unit. Play it, ignoring its cost, and recycle the rest. So essentially, while this is out, every single end turn, you're going to be dropping big, beefy units from your deck into play. If you already occupy a battle space, you can deploy it right to the battle space. Or if you're extra cheeky and don't, at your end step, Dead Bloom Predator has an opportunity to come out for free, and you can play this one occupied to an enemy battlefield. So you can have this one at the end turn basically battle a battlefield and take it over and get a point in your end step, which is pretty devastating. Really strong unit with 8. And then it opens up for other plays where you can start sending units to back it up if you want to. Another beautiful card here with the Anivia. This one, when I attack, deal 3 damage to all enemy units there. This is 3 damage, so you can board wipe essentially if it's just a weenie board. Then just capitalize with your 8 power on top of it. Only when attacking though, but still a good beefy unit. The champion for this deck has ganking. Nice little stats of 7/6. Really, what we're doing here is it's a nice little unit to have, and it does have the ganking ability to help you in the late game make sure you can maintain both board states and control. Maybe you're trying to take it over so you can deploy more of the big units from the gear. We've got White Flame Predator. This one, when you play me, give a unit +8 this turn, so you can give any other unit +8 or itself. It says a unit, can be itself. This could be a 16 or buff anything else if you want to protect it. Then you have the Volibear Shield 3 +3 when defending and tank, so all damage has to go to this one first. And when an opponent moves to a battlefield other than the one this one occupies, draw a card. So nice little essential, like, oh, am I too big for you? Well, go ahead and try to move to the other one to mountain up against those defenses if you can. And if you do, I'm going to be drawing some cards. And this doesn't say once per turn. Nice little protection rune. I like this one. It's a hidden trap, but this one just protects the unit there. So if you kill it, you can play it to basically send the unit back to your base, rested, and recall it, or exhausted. And onto the side deck, we've got some more hand hate. We've got some early game rush here, especially if we go in second. When I'm attacking, defending alone, I have +2. So this comes in as 4 in the early game, which really helps against weenie decks. Another counter spell, because of course you do. You got to make sure you're ready for those decks. and the other Kaisa, if you will, Kiana Victorious. This one with deflect, so it doesn't have accelerate, but does have anti don't target me. And when I conquer, draw a card or channel one rune exhausted. So if you're needing that mid-game challenge, you need something out there to help you with that mid-game, this is a great way to start channeling some runes or start getting some card advantage to help you out there. Very good card. This is just as good as Kaisa, in my opinion, in a lot of decks. But unfortunately, clearly, because it's a rare and because it's not seeing enough color play in this color yet, it's a little bit cheaper. But this is Kaisa Light, if you will. Those are the decks, and this is the round 2 opponent. I hope you guys enjoy it. Could be 1, 2, or 3. Remember, all the content from here is just pre-recorded content that I put music on, obviously royalty-free music, over top of, so you guys can sit back and enjoy that music and enjoy the gameplay. I would love to do some more content where I talk over it, but that's going to have to come when I have more time, money, and resources. That'll come, I promise. I just got to keep at it. Hit the like button and hit subscribe to help us get to that point, and enjoy the content. Just sit back, enjoy, watch these games. I watch these all the time while putting the music over top of it. It helps me. It helps me learn the game plays and the lines, and it definitely is one of the assets to my arsenal of being able to be good at different multitude of different card games that I end up playing in. If I didn't have this, I probably would just be absolutely terrible at all of them. So let's be honest. Hope you guys enjoying it. Thanks for being here. And as always, stay humbro.
Allow me to show you something.
Get your hands up.
Let's go.
Go a little something like this. Switch.
This is the end of side one of this record. Please now turn it over for the second time.
I've got a different idea.
Get down. Yo.
Stop hitting me.
What do you know about all the filth that's going on here, huh?
And that's going to do it for this round. If you've been here this long, hit the like and subscribe button. Help us out. We're a growing channel and just trying to get out as many TCGs and coverage for you guys at home. Brought to you mostly by the people you're seeing scroll over here, my Patreons. The ones that help me fund and do everything I can to try to expand this channel to cover multitudes of different TCGs that you are seeing here. You like the one you're watching now? That's great. We also have other things that you might like, from a broad spectrum of the Bondi to the new League of Legends, Riftbound games, and other independents like Alpha Clash. We like to cover as many games here, and I love all these TCGs. Most of the time I take part in. If you guys are liking this content, though, please help us grow, help us get into the point where we can improve our quality of content for you, and get to the point where you guys really get the product that you deserve. Thank you for being here, as always. This is going to be it for today. I hope to see you in the next video. That might be listed up here. I don't know, editor, can you help me out?